Hi, Joel here. Welcome to this week's edition of our Pro Shop newsletter. One thing that came up in the recent bunker meeting was how do we play a bunker shot from this new China clay sand? Now, obviously, the China clay is a little bit thicker, so we do possibly have to play a slightly different technique. But for me, not really. So what we have to do initially in our setup. So here I'm going to draw some lines. Okay, now we can see my feet alignment, okay, is fairly parallel to the target line. So I'm not standing massively open. I do have my ball position, drawing the lines great there, but a couple of inches inside my left heel. One thing that's really important for this thicker sand is to use the bounce of the golf club correctly. So some people kind of ask, what is the bounce? The bounce is the leading edge of the golf club, and the angle measured from the back of the sole to the front of the sole. So as you can see here, I have opened the face up a little bit, and what I've done is I've activated the bounce. So the leading edge of the golf club is sitting slightly up towards the golf ball. Okay, now this will allow me to swing down to the ball. The bounce will kick in, and the bounce and the sole of the golf club will glide through the sand. Okay, so as you can see here, my club face is pointing a little bit open to the right. Also bearing in mind that the green does slope a little bit from right to left here. Okay, so I do have a little bit more weight over onto my left side. Okay, but as I say, the bounce of the golf club and setting the face into the correct position is very, very important for us. Now, what we can see if I run through the technique here, okay, I'm now just swinging that golf club pretty much up and down towards the target. But what I am doing is I'm keeping that club face open. Okay, so from here, it will allow me to swing down to the ball. I'm going to hit an inch or two behind the golf ball. We don't need to go too much behind, but having that bounce and that leading edge of the sole coming into the sand at the right point will allow that ball to come out at the right kind of speed. Okay, so what we don't want to do is stand square with it. I've heard a few people say that they close the face down in this new sand. For me, we've got to use the bounce of the golf club correctly. And it's obviously important to have the correct type of sand wedge or lob wedge in your bag to allow yourself to do this. So as I say, swinging through and down the line, keeping some speed through the golf ball, but having the right amount of face angle through the ball and using the loft and the bounce correctly will allow the ball to come out. Okay, so if I now roll it through in full speed, we can see how through the golf ball, I'm swinging through and accelerating nicely, keeping that club face open. So any questions, pop into the shop, let us know how you go, and anything we could do to help, we're always here. Thanks very much.